Hello, welcome to another video by VeraBee. This is basically a catch up of how my aloe vera weight loss program is going and how I'm feeling. We are now on day 6 of the program, so still 3 more days to go. And I was looking forward to my weigh-in. But I soon found out that actually my weight had stayed the same, but actually all my measurements had drastically reduced. So what I've put that down to is I think some of my fat is changing into muscle, which is fantastic because as soon as you've got more muscle in your body, it gives you much more strength to be able to keep going, keep your fitness going. So my weight has kind of evened out at the moment. It hasn't dropped since my last weigh-in. But my measurements have drastically changed, and I'm going to go through those for you now. So we're on day 6. So basically, since I started, I have lost, I will go through in detail. I've written them all down in here. There is a lovely little bit here where you can write down your body weight measurements and keep track. So my chest, and you measure, I've explained these already before, but this one was one that's across here, and I found when I was measuring it the first couple of days that I didn't want to budge at all, and then suddenly today it's changed. So I've lost 2 inches across here and round the back, and then I did my biceps. Now they were quite stubborn and I didn't really want to change in the first few days. I'll show you them. I don't know if they physically look different, but they are. Okay, so here's my arm. I think if you have a look at it, it kind of looks, I want to get rid of some of this. It does look slimmer. I've got a pointier elbow. I said that on my last one. I think I'm building up some muscle there as well. Or basically I've lost an inch on that one now. In the first 3 days I'd lost half an inch, and now I've lost another half an inch. So that's fantastic. Okay, and then waist. Now this is the most dramatic one, and I'm going to stand up and I'm going to do a little 360 turn because I want you to see if you can compare. I know I'm wearing different clothes, but see if you can compare to day 1 and see how much I've changed. So my waist is, it says your natural, where your natural inner bit is, to this bit here, this piece here, and I'm wearing different clothes, but that bit, do that, that's probably easiest. If you can see here, this piece here, that is the bit that's most drastically changed. Now around my back I had very big, I know I'm not wearing the same top, but I had very, very pronounced fatty bits here and here, and that is massively slimmed down, and this piece has drastically reduced. And the measurement for that one, which is my waist, which is obviously the one you're most excited about in general. My waist has gone from 37.5 inches. Now if I get the measuring tape, I'll show you where that was. It's gone from 37.5 down to 33. Now that is, when I saw that on the tape measure and I read it, I was like, that's ridiculous, there's no way it could have changed that much. But there we are, apparently it has. So it was 37.5. So what I'll do is I'll show you where that was on me and now where I am. Okay, so it's around this one. It says your natural waist, so it's this inner bit here. Okay, so 37.5, and I'm wearing a jumper as well, so it's not as obvious, but 37.5. Okay, this is, pull my top in, right? Can you see that gap there? That gap in the measure, that is where my stomach was. It was all the way. See, look, I could fit my whole hand in there, fit my whole arm, I could probably fit my neck in there. That is quite significant change. It's hard to get the perspective on the video to show you properly, but that is how much. Get my arms out though, that is how much. See, there, that bit. That is how much it's changed, and you can see that on the picture now. You can see in my original photo, my stomach was right out there, and look how much it's changed. And I find that phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, because I've never changed so quickly and so healthily from doing any weight loss thing ever. I mean, I did the juice one and I could tell that was making me feel really good, and I had lots of energy and everything, but for whatever reason I didn't lose as much weight as I'd hoped to, and I didn't see my body change so much either. But this cleanse, I find I have not at any point had a crash, and I just keep having like the same energy all the time. And I went into it thinking, well, everyone has said it is good, and obviously I really want to sell this product because I am a aloe vera business owner and I want to sell these because, you know, I want to make some money and get people interested and get other people on board. So I was kind of thinking, yeah, I might have to big this up a bit. I might have to like really try and sell it. But I don't, because the results are selling it anyway. I don't need to go buy it. Go on, it's worth doing, because I'm one of those people who I think has quite a stubborn body. Like, well, I know I've done weight loss things before. It's taken a long time for it to do anything, or it might not do anything. My metabolism is all over the place. It just doesn't really do well with diets of any kind. It just kind of gives up halfway through and then doesn't really want to lose any weight. I'm not sure why it does that. It's great. If you have got like a specific thing you're aiming for and you really need to kickstart your fitness and kickstart your weight loss, then do this, because it's definitely worth it. You're not going to like lose your money. It's going to work. The thing I would say is you have to be strict with it. You have to follow what it says, because if you don't do what it says and you start picking out and you start eating loads of sugar, then that is going to mess it up completely. And I know I've said that in another video as well, but you just don't want to mess it up. There's just absolutely no point in going against what it says, because it's only for a short period of time, 9 days. I mean, I've only got 3 days left. So it's almost at an end. And the thing is, even once the program stops, I will carry on. Apparently, I will tell you, I will apparently keep losing weight just because my system has been kick-started. Now, I've got a bit of a plan for when I finish this. I'm going to basically do kind of follow the same sort of structure. So I want to try and make sure I'm having roughly the same amount of calories a day. I want to try and have smaller portions for dinner. I want to have 600 calories for dinner if I can. If it's a bit over that, I'm not too worried. I want to try and make sure that I do exercise earlier in the day, because I think that's very important. But most importantly, I want to make sure I'm drinking lots of aloe vera so that I can wash all the rubbish out. And I really, really want to take Garcinia every day as well, because Garcinia is the one that blocks your any sugar from being turned into fat. It basically blocks the enzyme that does that. So that is like the magic pill, basically. And Garcinia is completely natural. It's a plant. I think it is actually like a flower. And it just does that. It's very, very clever. So if you didn't want to try the whole fitness program, but you did want to try the one part of it just to see if it helps you, then I would suggest the Garcinia. And that, with this program specifically, I know I've been taking a lot of it. So I've been taking 2 capsules before breakfast, 2 capsules before lunch, and 2 capsules before dinner. And that is quite a lot. So I probably, when I come off of the program, I'm going to try and reduce that a bit, just to see if I can make Garcinia last, just to see if I have similar effects. I mean, I want to have, like, after this point, a natural weight loss. I want to just it to have kick-started me into thinking a different way about food, but I want to use the products to make sure that I get there as well. Because my wedding is in I think 6 months, and I really want to be a size 10. I'm size 14, but within, the last 9 days or so, whatever, I'm probably going closer down to a 12 now. And I really, really want to be that size 10. So it's only suggested to do the C9 once or twice a year, because you don't want to overload your body by putting it through too much strain. Because it is like flushing your system out. It's a detox at the end of the day. You don't do them like every week. But if you want to kind of kickstart your health and really get into a good routine, then some of the supplements you can buy separately to just keep that ticking over, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get the Garcinia and the Forever Therm, because the Forever Therm helps to speed up your burning off stuff. It heats things up, basically. It keeps your metabolism going. It gets it, you know, activated. And I think one of the other important things about doing this program is to make sure you do things at the right time. Because I think last night specifically, I ate far too late, and that was kind of out of my control because I was going out for a meal. You shouldn't eat really any later than sort of 7ish, really, 7, 8ish at the latest, because your body does a different thing in the evening with what it eats. It basically turns it into fat. Whereas if you eat first thing in the morning, it's going to use that for energy. So you don't want to be eating late, and you don't want to be using the products late either, because they're going to start activating things. You don't want to be activated before you go to sleep, because you're not going to sleep then. So yeah, you need to be able to be quite consistent, not use stuff too late in the day. And keep to those 600 calories. It's so tempting once you start eating food again to actually go, oh, I'll just have a nibble of that, or I'll have a nibble of that. And to be fair, there have been a couple of times, normally in the evening, just after I've had a 600 calorie meal, where I think to myself, ooh, I reckon I was 50 calories, you know, off the 600, so we'll just have a little bit of that. And I have, and I feel guilty for doing it. And as I'm eating that food, I literally sit there and go, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But so far, the results have shown, you know, the results. So that is basically our different fitness programs on my lovely little measuring tape. That's something you get in the kit, and I explained that on the first day. But yeah, you get one of them, you get your shaker, you get your protein shakes, and I absolutely love my protein shakes. And I haven't been feeling hungry. Day 2 I did. Now, no, I don't feel hungry, and I actually get filled up really, really quickly. When I have my 600 calorie meal last night, it was basically a 600 calorie pizza. See, there's me with my pizzas again, from Bella Italia, and they put lots of rocket on it and tomatoes and all lots of healthy stuff to make it sure it was under 600 calories. So yeah, it's definitely feasible to go out and actually still have the right level of things. So yeah, definitely, it's fantastic. Apologies, my skin is bad at the moment. I've got no makeup on, and I because if I do the C9, I basically haven't been using many of my other things on my face and stuff, because I've been so like, I want to do the C9, I want to do that, and I've been concentrating on that, and I've kind of forgotten about the other bits and bobs, so my skin's gone a bit funny. But also what the C9 does is it gets all the rubbish out of your system, so it might be that I'm just having an eruption because it's getting all the rubbish out, and actually next week I'll have beautiful clear skin, we'll soon see. But thank you very much for watching my videos again, and I'm just astounded by how slim my waist is getting now. I will give you some more update in the next couple of days, and by then I will probably, yeah, I should have finished my C9, so I'll tell you how it's gone and what my measurements are for the last day. Now what I'm going to do, even though they only kind of put in the book measurements up to the C9, up to the 9th day, I'm going to do some a couple of days after that, because from knowing my own body, my body takes 2 to 3 days for anything I do to suddenly appear. So if I start dieting, I notice 2 or 3 days later that I've lost a bit of weight. Now that's just me personally, I don't know if that's everyone's like that, but I'm going to do kind of like the week after the C9, and basically give a bit of update on how I'm managing, what my body's doing, whether it fluctuates, whether it goes back up again. I'm going to be completely honest about it, because, you know, I don't really want my weight to go back up, but I want people to know what effect this is going to have on you. So thank you very much for watching. I will once again put a little link below. It will, depending which link I grab, it'll either be the link to my Facebook page, VeraBee, or it will be the link straight to my retail page where you can buy the C9 for yourself. If you want to buy the C9 at a reduced price, but you also become a Forever business owner at the same time, which means that you then get 15% off all your future purchases, because you will then have the ability to sell them yourself, contact me directly through VeraBee, because I can hook you up with that. You will basically get the C9 at quite a big reduced price, but you will also be able to have access to accessing all the products at wholesale price for yourself. 15% off, but basically just contact me, and then you can access these products, and it's absolutely fantastic. You really want to get in on that. If there's any opportunity to get these or just a discount rate, then do it. That's the reason I joined. Basically, I'll just very quickly. Basically, I wanted to drink the aloe vera gel every single day because I knew how good it was for me when I had very bad chest problems, and I was like, oh, but it's, you know, it's 20 something pounds. And when someone said to me, if you join the business, then you get like 25% off, I was like, give it to me. Oh, actually, no, yeah, it's actually 30. Get percent off it. I was like, okay, I'm going to sign up, because then I can just get all the stuff I want at that reduced price. So definitely worth doing. Contact me and I'll speak to you soon. I'll give you an update in a couple of days. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you want, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be putting up product videos and all sorts of things. I will also do some YouTube competitions as well. If I get enough people watching my videos, I will start handing out some prizes through my VeraBee page, so you want to be in on that, because there'll be some wonderful aloe vera things up for grabs. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Take care and goodbye.